welcome to this special live talk to today's homeowner. We are broadcasting on multiple channels, and I'm so excited to give you a personal tour of our hall bathroom. We just completed the renovation for an episode of today's homeowner, part of our series called Chelsea's Ranch Revival, where we're renovating my family's personal ranch style home. So I hope you're able to catch the episode where we renovated the bathroom so you can see all the gory details, but I'll give you a tour of the finished product. We're very proud of it. We've been using it every day, and it's just so nice to have a nice new clean space in our house, especially something like a bathroom, because you're using that multiple times a day. So you want it to be something that functions well and looks nice for your family. And in this case, it's a hall bathroom, so our guests are using it too. So here we are in the bathroom. It's not very big, but it's got everything that you need. The first thing that you'll see when you walk in is this big, massive vanity that I actually built for a video on my website, checkinginwithchelsea.com, so you can go see how to build this vanity and get the plans for that. It was inspired by a vanity I saw on Pottery Barn, which they, are well known for their beautiful things. But it cost over $3,000, and there's no way I could spend that much money on a vanity. So I gathered all the materials and built one myself. So there is the vanity. And the vanity was a big changing point from the old bathroom to the new one, because we went from a single vanity with one sink to a large vanity with two sinks and ample countertop space. So it's going to grow with us as the kids get older. They'll be able to use both sinks at the same time instead of just three kids fighting over one sink. So as we come in a little bit further into the bathroom, you see, we have two mirrors over, or one mirror over each sink. And then the wall sconces is a new addition. There were two sconces here. They were in a different spot, and then we added two more just for more light for a slightly larger bathroom than what we had before. And then if we want to go ahead and look at the floor, that was a big thing that we did, was changing out the floor. We demoed the old tile and added these new penny tiles, which adds a lot of charm and character to the bathroom, even though they're a very neutral beige color. And then another big point in our bathroom were the walls. We expanded the bathroom by about 10 square feet, I think, so not that much, but just enough to make it more functional. And that required a lot of changing of the walls. We had tile walls that went up, about halfway, very typical of a 1950s construction. And but when you expand, we didn't have the tiles to match that on the new portion of the wall. So we demoed all of it, and we installed these wall panels. It's a wall panel system. It's called Wet Wall. It's a Wilson Art company. And it's actually waterproof, totally durable, scratch and scuff resistant, so it's perfect for a kid's bathroom. And if you come in a little bit further, you can see that it is waterproof. It's actually our shower enclosure as well. So if you're not doing a full bathroom renovation, but you want to change out the tile around your bathtub, you can just get the three pieces that make up the shower enclosure. And they have tons of different patterns, and the one I picked is a marble, like a natural stone pattern. There's also some wood grains, which are cool. I always like adding wood elements to a room. And then there's also just some neutral colors that you can add. These are, I actually have samples that are two of the ones that I was choosing between. This is the one I ended up selecting. And then this is another option that I looked at, and I don't know if you can see, but this one actually has some texture to it, kind of a leather print or texture on it, which is kind of neat that it just simulates a more natural look, which is cool and different. But it comes in 8-foot sheets, and they have tongue and groove on the end, so they lock together to make it waterproof. So I love that for, like I said, for our kids' bathroom. I don't have to worry about them dinging and denting up drywall walls, because there is no drywall in here. Well, it's behind the wet wall if you get it. But everything else in here is totally new. Everything was so old and dated that there was no sense in keeping a blue tub when you have everything else around it is totally new. So we have a new bathtub, a new toilet. We had the original toilet in here. It was blue. And I don't know if you know this, but if you take the lid off your toilet, it usually has a date stamp on it, and that's when the toilet was manufactured. Ours was manufactured in 1955. So it's actually, the toilet was actually older than both of my parents, which is a really old toilet to have in your house. It's not very efficient and uses way more water than is necessary. So getting a newer toilet was definitely a must on our list. It flushes a lot easier and it uses a lot less water. So that's pretty good. What else is new? We got a new window, and we got new windows around the rest of the house. A fun little thing that I like to do, since I knew I was doing the wet wall on the walls and I wouldn't have to paint any of the walls, which was a nice relief, I painted the ceiling instead. So it has a fun little pop of color up there instead of being plain white. And then it actually is the same color as the vanity. So those two things kind of tie in together. And then all new, a shower head and new faucets, which is fun. I went with chrome's, kind of a finish that has been around for a while, but is kind of seeing its day in the spotlight right now. And that was a little dirty, time to clean. But I think that about wraps up everything. We did change out new doors too. That's another thing we're doing. As we're going through the house and working on one room at a time, I'm updating the interior doors instead of doing all the doors at once. We're just doing one or two doors at a time, which is nice. And so there's a new door here and new door hardware. So everything is fresh and ready for a lifetime in this house. That about wraps up our tour. Can only make a tour of a 50 square foot bathroom so long, am I right? So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you go to todayshomeowner.com/ranch revival, where you can see everything that we've already done and everything that's coming up, like my living room makeover that I'm really excited about. And then you can also go to checkinginwithchelsea.com to get my source posts and links to everything that you see here that we used in our bathroom. Thank you again for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow.